Disney is finally being sued over changes to their disability access services. I think most Disney guests already knew that this was something that was going to be a win, not an if, because Disney did make very severe changes about a year ago to how they were handling disabled guests visiting Disney parks. So, based on the changes that Disney made last year, they decided that most people would no longer qualify for disability access services and instead would have to take some other options that honestly never worked. They had some options like return to queue, where you could have your family wait in line and you have to meet them later, or they had options where you had to ask a cast member at each ride if they would help you, and that was just awkward for everybody involved. Or they would just flat out be like, you qualify for no services. If you want to have services like skipping the line, then you can pay for it. And I think that's where the problem really happened, was that a lot of people felt that Disney was just using this as another way to make money off of guests who used to be able to get help for free, but now Disney wanted to charge them for it. And not just charge guests by telling them that they have to purchase Lightning Lane. I actually have a family member who is disabled in the state of California and has disability paperwork, and it is too painful for them to stand in lines for long periods of time. But when they went to ask for disability services, they were told that they're basically going to have to wait in line, and if they can't stand up, then they can go and pay to rent a wheelchair. And while I do think that some guests were abusing the services and Disney needed to do something in order to handle how many guests were applying for the services who may or may not need them, I think there was another way they could have done it. Disney could have gone the way of Universal, where they had a third party require medical documentation in order for you to be eligible for services. Instead, Disney said, nope, we're not going to do that. Nobody's getting them. Basically, you can now only qualify for disability services if you have a child who's on the spectrum. And I've seen so many sad videos, even here on TikTok, of disabled guests who really needed these services who were denied. So I'm actually not surprised at all that Disney is now officially being sued over these changes in an Orange County Superior Court. But I would love to know what you guys think, so let me know in the comments.